People often talk about type 2 diabetes as if the explanation is simple: too much sugar, too little movement, not enough discipline. And while habits absolutely matter, many people eventually run into a confusing experience. They improve their routine, they make changes, they stay consistent, yet progress doesn't always feel as predictable as they expected. That moment usually creates a difficult question: what else could be influencing the outcome? That question has pushed researchers, clinicians, and everyday people to look beyond visible behaviors and explore the less obvious factors that may shape blood sugar regulation. Not hidden in the sense of secret, hidden in the sense that they're easy to overlook. Because when people think about type 2 diabetes, they usually focus on what they can see: meals, exercise, weight, numbers. But many biological processes operate quietly in the background: sleep patterns, recovery, stress response, energy regulation, hormonal signaling, daily timing, internal communication. And sometimes these factors influence how daily life feels long before people notice obvious changes. That doesn't mean habits don't matter. It means habits happen inside a system. Think about trying to understand a city by looking only at traffic. Traffic matters, but roads are also affected by weather, timing, infrastructure, communication, unexpected events, human decisions. Type 2 diabetes may feel similar. Visible outcomes can emerge from multiple connected processes. One of the areas receiving more attention today is timing. Not only what people eat, but when. Sleep schedules, meal timing, activity timing, recovery windows, daily rhythm. Researchers continue exploring how timing may shape how the body coordinates energy. Another hidden factor people often underestimate is stress. Not because stress directly creates every health challenge, but because stress influences behavior, recovery, sleep, attention, and decision-making. And those shifts can accumulate. Someone sleeping poorly may feel less energetic. Lower energy may influence movement. Lower movement may influence routine. Routine changes may influence daily patterns. The effect doesn't always happen overnight, but systems build over time. There's also growing interest in how people experience regulation, not just measure it. People often describe changes before they appear clearly in numbers. Energy changes, appetite changes, focus changes, recovery changes. That doesn't replace objective measurements, but it reminds us that everyday experience sometimes notices patterns earlier than expected. Another hidden factor is expectation itself. People sometimes believe progress should feel linear: do the right thing, get the right result. But biological systems rarely move in straight lines. There are periods of adaptation, periods of stability, periods of slower change. That doesn't always mean something stopped working. It may mean the system is adjusting. There's another misunderstanding that creates frustration. People often search for one hidden cause, one food, one habit, one answer. But type 2 diabetes is increasingly discussed as a condition shaped by interaction, not one factor, multiple factors influencing one another. That doesn't make things hopeless. It makes understanding more useful. Because if people believe everything depends on one perfect decision, they can miss the broader patterns shaping everyday outcomes. That's where the conversation changes. Instead of asking, what caused this? People begin asking, what conditions might be influencing this? That question creates space. Space to observe, space to adjust, space to stop treating health like a test you pass or fail. The real issue isn't that type 2 diabetes has hidden secrets. It's that everyday blood sugar regulation may involve more connected variables than most people expect. And once people begin seeing patterns instead of isolated moments, the experience often feels less confusing. Not easier, but clearer. And clarity changes decisions. If you want a structured breakdown with practical examples about blood sugar patterns, regulation, and long-term metabolic health, there's a step-by-step framework in the description. And if you enjoy calm, educational conversations that explore health beyond simple answers, subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.